Hey, I'm John Harris, editor of Politico. We're here with David Gregory, anchor of NBC's Meet the Press. Now, David, the big election in Delaware, Christine O'Donnell wins, raises the question. The Tea Party movement, it's clearly energizing the conservative base, helping Republicans with active turnout. On the other hand, sometimes they defy the wishes of the party establishment and nominate people, somebody, in this case, Karl Rove, is called unelectable. On balance, is the Tea Party movement, do we think, a plus or a minus as Republicans head into the midterms?
Well, I can tell you that senior Republicans view it as kind of a bucking bronco. They want to tap into the enthusiasm and stay on the right side of this grassroots movement that is becoming, I think, a big ideas movement within the party. But they also recognize that there's some real downsides. You know, in a case of Kentucky, they can have Rand Paul, who appears to be doing well even after he bucked the establishment. You know, pretty good way of keeping that in Republican hands. But then you look at Delaware, and as Karl Rove and others have said, in the Republican Party and the RNC, they think that that's now gone, that that's a Democratic seat. It may make the difference in whether Republicans had a shot at retaking the Senate. There is a purity test clearly going on in the Republican Party right now. And again, the upside is all the enthusiasm and energy it creates for the midterms. The downside is clearly the long-term composition of the party, the answer to the question who and what is the GOP of the future, and what it means for 2012, and this. What does it mean for the Republican ability to actually do business in Washington, and whether it makes it harder or easier to govern?
Right. Christine O'Donnell, do you think she has any kind of echo nationally, or is she just a Delaware phenomenon?
Well, I mean, I think she has some echo nationally because she's got national support. She's got Sarah Palin. She's got some of the attributes and values that you attach to some of these upstart candidates who are challenging the system. If you look across the political landscape, as you well know, John, what have you got this year? An anti-Washington feeling, a lack of optimism in the leadership of President Obama, a lack of optimism about the future, and a horrible economy, and a real anger, frustration with government spending being out of control. So these are these big national waves that you can plug into if you're a candidate like Christy O'Donnell, and she's done that, as well as tapping into some of that frustration against a moderate Republican like Mike Castle. So you put all of that together, and something like this can pull together. She's still up against a real registration advantage for the Democrats, but she'll probably bring some new money into the state because of some of the national people behind her.
Got it. Tell us about this Sunday's show. What do you have on tap?
This is a special one. We've got two blockbuster guests, an exclusive interview with former Secretary of State Colin Powell, and I'll be quite interested to hear about his take on the Republican Party. We all remember the back and forth he had with former Vice President Dick Cheney and Rush Limbaugh. I'll be very interested to hear his views on where the Republican Party is going now, also his views about the economy and the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. And then our conversation with former President Bill Clinton. He's been out there on the stump. He's campaigning for Democrats. His read on the president's leadership right now and the prospects for the Democrats. So this is a Meet the Press dream. Two blockbuster guests will be able to sit down and have, a long, thoughtful, pretty wide-ranging conversations with them both.
Good job. Couple of big names. We'll be watching. Thanks, David.
Thank you.